Hi guys. Did you know that Nigerian citizens number under 210 million? That's a staggering figure. And did you know that there are 15 million Nigerians living in the diaspora globally? And did you know that the number of people who control those citizens are about 5,000? More than likely less than 5,000, but let's go with that figure. Hi guys, welcome to this video. My name's Julie Biamiwe. I am a solicitor and British Nigerian. I live in London at the moment, but I was born in the UK, and then I moved back to Nigeria where I lived with my family. I had my formative years in Nigeria, so I up to first degree, and then I moved back to London, which is where I've lived ever since. So I've had some experience of living in Nigeria, mainly in Benin City, and I spent about a year and a half living in Lagos. I think Nigerians are wonderful, resilient people. I'm very proud of my Nigerian heritage. I wouldn't have it any different. But I think that with that resilience, I think that we've put up with so much for far too long. Nigeria is the only country, for instance, I know where being quiet is considered a virtue. Being quiet is not a virtue. It's not good or bad. It's just a neutral thing. It's what you apply on it that counts. And in Nigeria, I think part of the reason that being quiet is considered a virtue is because Nigerians have lived under oppressive regimes since independence for such a long time that being quiet is a survival tactic. So being quiet, not speaking up when there's corruption, not speaking up when there's ill treatment. And what that has created is a vicious cycle where it just gets worse because nobody says anything about it. So the next time is worse, and it gets worse, and it gets worse. So let's take, for instance, the NSAS protest in October last year. It was predictable. Those of us who, like I said, I was in university in Nigeria. I knew what it was like. Something would happen. I remember the last protest that happened in my university. My university was called Bendel State University at the time, and the students took to the streets when they found out that apparently that the president at the time, who was Ibrahim Babangida, had been salting away huge sums of money when lots of Nigerian citizens were living in abject poverty. And I remember the crackdown, standing in a field and being surrounded by military people. It was really frightening. And some of the students who were taken away, we never heard of them again. And more importantly, nobody asked after them. That's the strange thing about Nigeria. It is true to say that Nigerians are traumatized, and I don't want to victim shame, but Nigerians are not very good at speaking up for people who are being treated badly or being bullied. And like I said, that's been a vicious cycle and has just got worse because it enables the bully, and you just never get out of it. There comes a time when you just have to stand up to a bully, and that's what I think. I think the Nigerian government is a bully, and Nigerian citizens and Nigerians in the diaspora like myself, we need to stand up to it. So going back to the NSAS protest, I was one of the people who was watching the protest on DJ Switch's live feed on the 20th of October last year, and I remember the horror when we realized that the Nigerian soldiers were shooting at peaceful protesters. What should have happened the next day is that Nigerians should have come out in more force. And fair enough, I understand that Nigerians based on ground were fearful for their physical safety. But what I don't understand is, why have we gone quiet in the diaspora? We are not facing the bullets. We're not facing the guns. Why are we, even if you were scared, because not everyone can be a Showore, not everyone can be Nnamdi Kanu, not everyone could be Sunday Igboho, but we can all do our bit. There's Mayagun General who's speaking, who has an amazing platform on YouTube and Facebook. We should all be speaking up. We should all be doing what we can do. You know, not everyone will have the same skill, but if we all do something, then the sooner that Nigeria will get out of this difficult situation that it's in. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that, again, going back to one of Frederick's videos, I think the video is called Make Una See the Cabals and People Where They Govern. I can't see the rest of it. I put it up on the screen. It's Frederick does his program in Pidgin English. My Pidgin English has never been great. But the point of that, of his presentation on the day, and I'll link that in the description box so you can have a look at it. The point of the presentation was that Nigeria is governed by a president who, depending on whose account, is not fit for the job. So throughout the NSAS protest, for instance, the only time he came forward and made a speech was when he came out and he did this cut and paste presentation that really was, you know, just added fuel to the fire. But based on what any rational person can say, whether you agree with Nnamdi Kanu that Buhari is dead and that the person that we have that is in Aso Rock is a body double, or if you agree with other accounts who say that Buhari has been suffering from dementia, the point is, isn't it so weird that in both America fairly recently and in the UK with the coronavirus, when Boris Johnson was unwell, the whole nation was praying for him, but all the news reports gave us updates and told us, oh, this is how he is, he's not on oxygen and so on. We got updates. And then the same thing when Donald Trump fell ill with the coronavirus, we had updates. But in Nigeria, you're just giving no information. Is this person really in office? Why is the First Lady Aisha Buhari living in Dubai? There's no explanation, and we're just supposed to take it. I think going back to, again, the other point I want to touch on is going back to this cabal. According to Frederick, when he broke it down in his video, and again, I said I'll link it below so you can go and look at that live stream video, which was live streamed, and learn from it, because I certainly took a lot. This so-called cabal, because Buhari is incapacitated and has dementia, basically the Nigeria's affairs are being managed by his PA, who wears $100,000 wristwatch. Imagine that in a country where people are so poor. And I think the Malami, the Attorney General, and another guy, I think his name is Maman Dara, and then Aisha Buhari, as I mentioned, doesn't live in Nigeria anymore and has fled the country for her own safety. I think, you know, Nigerians, you can't be quiet about things like that. You don't have a president, and you have unelected people ruling you and borrowing huge sums of money that generations to come are going to have to pay for. At what point do we say enough is enough and we stand up? Even if you're worried about all these points and whatever power they have, don't you take comfort of the fact that there's so many of us and there's so few of them, and so there's no way that the odds are in our favor. If we don't want the Nigerian government to stand, the Nigerian government will fall. So we can do this. So my message to you today is that if you're watching this video, share this video, obviously like the video, subscribe to the channel, because I think that I'm not going to sort of call out other Nigerians and say that we're not talking enough about it and then stop here. I plan to talk more about this. I plan to do practical things, what I can do to help, and I encourage you to do the same. So please like this video, please share it, please consider setting up YouTube channels yourself, so that if the Nigerian government makes good on its threat and they close down the internet, it won't stop any of us talking and organizing and doing the things that we need to do. So I'm going to call it a day there for this one. And I was determined to do a video today. It's a very cold, overcast day in London. The weather can't make up its mind whether it wants to rain or it wants to snow. And the light is going to disappear very quickly. So I was more concerned about getting this out than worrying about sort of production, slick production values. But and if you found this video useful, obviously like it, share it, let me have your comments below. If you think that you are interested and you want to work with me so that we get a better Nigeria, obviously reach out to me in the comments, reach out to me on social media. But that is it for now, guys. I wish you a very good weekend, what's left of it. Bye for now.